episodes, but here we are. We still have our 3 town centers. We're in the Castle Age. I'm getting a monastery up to get that relic. I got 3 relics on my side, which is just pretty lucky. I got my scout exploring the coast. I got lumberjacks coming out of the town center down here. Got an idle villager that I need to get moving. Have my stable back here. I want to train some knights for the Castle Age while they are useful before they lose power in the Imperial Age without the upgrade. And I'm trying to get some stone so I can build a castle. I've still got my archers on my front over by the choke point, just in case there's any aggression from the AI. My scout's getting attacked, and I think my scout died. So I'm upgrading my archers, they're crossbowmen now. And I'm getting crossbowmen out from both archery ranges again. Get a kill on a monk. I have 2 monasteries, one at the top, one at the back here. And now I can afford my castle, so I send the lumberjacks over to build that castle right on the choke point. Just building some houses now. I had 2 relics real close together, which is really lucky for me. So I pick them both up, put them there, then move the monks to the front. And the castle's completed. Getting some econ techs right now, still making villagers. I should be making sure I get villagers out of every town center. They have a lot of skirmishers, unfortunately, so I figure it's going to be better to put them into the castle, my crossbowmen into the castle, than to leave them out where the skirmishers can get them. But it's a good thing I have the castle up when I do. And now I've got these villagers, I want to move them back and do something with them. Or they can just die. Not smart villager play on my part. And my castle with all those archers can target the mangonel pretty quickly. I need a university to get murder holes, so I build one over here. But the AI doesn't have any units that can destroy my castle just yet. Got some idle villagers there that I need to deal with, so I set them to building farms. Got a lot of excess wood. And I'm building knights now to deal with all those skirmishers. Not that they can do much to my castle. And my crossbows can't really do much to the Eagle Warrior. send my knights to destroy the mangonel. Probably unnecessary because it's within my castle's range if it's going to attack. But I'm trying to get some skirmisher kills with those knights. Meanwhile, I want more stone because I'd like to build another castle, preferably on the enemy's side of the choke point. They've got this nice hill here, and I'd like to get control of that hill. And they have a monk, so I need to keep my knights back for now until I can kill that monk. But my castle's still taking down the mangonels very quickly. And I hit the Imperial Age. Now they've got a battering ram, so I gotta make sure I take down the battering ram before it gets to the castle. So I send my knights to go destroy it, and it gets one hit in. My knights are going to do some damage to those skirmishers, but now the Inca's unique unit has come out, which is good against cavalry and infantry, so I move my archers up to deal with those. They're weak to archers. So you can see we both got units that counter one another. It's just going to come down to who can use what more effectively, and this is where a human player is obviously going to shine over a computer. It doesn't even take a lot of fancy micro, just, you know, double-clicking on the crossbowmen to attack the infantry, double-clicking the knights to attack the skirmishers. I'm making a lot more knights and archers, so I need a steady gold income. I've already got a huge wood income. In fact, I should probably move some lumberjacks over to gold and food. I do have enough stone now for another castle. And it looks like we've broken the enemy for now. They don't have any massed forces, they're just sending out token units one at a time to be slaughtered. And I've got arbalests now. I still have 15 or 20 arbalests in the castle itself. I'm trying to keep these knights away from those unique unit, whatever they're called. The Kopak warrior or something like that. And we lost one knight to the monk. We're not going to lose another, so we're going to try to take out that monk. But I run into one more of their unique unit, so I move them back. And I think it was that conversion that gave me the idea to start going for light cavalry instead, because they're monk resistant, and I can actually upgrade them to hussars, whereas whereas the knights are vulnerable to monks, and the Saracens can't upgrade them. I also see some fishing ships, and that makes me realize, well, I should be controlling the coast. Control this river with the navy. So I grabbed some villagers. I built some more farms. Still not building a navy yet, but I need to. Because if I can get some galleys, and Saracens have faster attacking galleys at that choke point, it'll be even easier to control it. So now I'm making Mamelukes to attack units at range. And I decide to push with all of these arbalists coming out at once. Don't know what I'm doing with those arbalists. I should be destroying units or trying to destroy the barracks or something. I'd like to use these couple of villagers here to build a castle, but it doesn't. It looks like the AI has too many units right now, so I'm trying to push up the hill. Of course, they get a combat advantage on the hill, and I do put down the castle, and I want to move my units forward. But I actually won't get that castle built for quite some time. They just have too many units fighting me there. I think I lose both villagers. And I just decide to retreat with these arbalists. I'm moving more villagers forward, but I need to move them back. And this is where I have the bright idea. Hey, put down some docks, get some galleys out. Because I can get galleys and control this choke point. I can get some cannon galleons once I've researched gunpowder to destroy their shorelines buildings. And I decided to get some siege too. I'll get some bombards. The Inca won't have access to gunpowder units like I do. But at this point I still have a steady stream of archers and knights coming out. I'm selling a lot of wood because I have way too much wood, not enough gold. I get some more farmers. I'm starting to run out of gold at this point. In fact, I might have just run out of gold altogether at this point. So I need to start making trash units, and that's another reason the light cavalry, especially the hussars, will be more useful to me than knights. Because they'll only cost food, they won't cost any gold, and now that I've run out of gold, I need to save it for my archers, my galleys, my gunpowder units. I only have a couple more, actually I do have a couple more gold stockpiles down here at my bottom town center. I try a couple of scorpions. I don't really use them very effectively here. Mass scorpions would probably be quite good to control these shallows, but I don't get very many out. I do get out some galleys though, and those are going to be very helpful. One thing you may have noticed is I did research the unique tech to make camels stronger, including Mamelukes. I probably shouldn't have done that because camels and Mamelukes excel against cavalry, and as I've already said, the Inca don't have any cavalry to counter. They're also weak to archers, so they're weak to everything really that the AI is throwing at me. They're going to be weak to skirmishers, they're going to be weak to, well, maybe not skirmishers, but archers. They're going to be weak to pikemen and the unique unit that's good against cavalry. So I probably should have just not bothered with Mamelukes or camels at all. That's a lesson that you don't always want to actually make your unique unit, and that's good to have in mind. Sometimes it's better to just focus on other units. And that's my last gold pile there. That's slowly dwindling. But my galleys are helping out now. I'm still making knights, and I probably shouldn't be making knights now either. I should probably just have switched to light cavalry already. The AI did build a castle on the hill. Maybe it's a good thing I had my castle put there, because maybe that prevented them from moving theirs even closer. But these galleys are really helping out at the choke point now. And I got a cannon galleon out to do some damage to the buildings on the coast. I'm building houses now to finish my housing cap. I probably built more than I needed. Yeah, it looks like I do. Gold's starting to dwindle, but I do have 3 relics. That's useful. And once the gold mines end, I'm going to rely on those relics, and I'm going to rely on just selling food and wood. It's not a very good rate for very long, but better than nothing. See, I do try to make some Mamelukes, but they're not very useful in this situation. My archers aren't a great choice against those skirms either. I really need light cavalry at this point, but I'm still not making them quite yet. And there's the last of that gold. I'm a bit worried about losing out on some gold at these corners here. I probably should have sent a villager or something to scout it out. It will turn out that there's no gold in either location, just more woods. But I probably should have indulged in my curiosity to go look for some more gold, just because it would have been useful to have. But in any case, I'm out of gold miners now. So I set all my villagers, my 88 villagers at this point, to wood, food, and I don't think I have any stone mines either. I think I've exhausted all my minerals, except maybe there's a stone mine there. But they're not mining it, so. The AI still hasn't destroyed this castle foundation, which is good. I think if they had, it would have cost me a bunch of resources. But I got cannon galleons now to raid the coast. I've got some bombards coming out. So I really should have been controlling the water a lot earlier, because it just makes it real easy to protect that coast. Now the units aren't even getting to my castles. And they keep sending villagers out to get slaughtered for some reason. built another lumber camp just to increase efficiency of collection. Need to sell food and wood for gold. And now I'm finally upgrading to the Hussar. So I'm going to start putting out light cavalry instead of knights. I probably also should have been using skirmishers to match their skirmishers and save gold on all those archers. Which I still have. I think I still have a bunch of archers queued up in the castle, but... So now I got my galleys still guarding the choke point. I got my cannon galleons destroying buildings along the coast, like destroying their docks. I have a lot of bombards now. Not that they're very effective against units, but... I got idle villagers, so I built another lumber camp. And I got my cannon galleon attacking their castle. My cannon galleon's being attacked by a galley, so I should move my galleys up there to deal with that. I should also move my bombards back so they're not taking these hits, but the castle's protecting them, thankfully. Always selling more wood and food here. I could be selling stone for more gold, but I want to keep my stone so I can build more castles as I need them. So now I decide to move my bombards forward. I have my galleys covering me. I decide to run all the hussars and the archers forward as well, and I move a bunch of villagers up to build that castle, which would be a great get because it's on that hill. It's a nice defensive position, and that'll be a nice forward base. So after all that turtling, now we finally come out and get this castle built. I want to use my bombards to tear down their tower and their castle. And the castle's up. So now we're in a really good position. Now I want to get a stable built so I can get more hussars out at the front. And I'd like to get a siege workshop down too. I think I'm building an archery range here. Turn on the score here. You can see my score is almost double his because of all the units I've killed, all the resources I've collected. I have 127 villagers right now. The takeaway from this, I guess, should be if you want to win hard difficulty, all you got to do is play Highland or Black Forest, castle up your choke points, and out econ the opponent. Now I garrison my villagers for extra attack while I get units out. And my back stables are still putting out hussars, so now I move those forward. Need more gold. And I gotta take down that trebuchet because it's attacking my castle. I'll send my galleys over to destroy the stuff along the coast. I see a dock, I want to destroy that. Now I notice the trebuchet. So I send the light cavalry to deal with it. And we take it down. There's another trebuchet coming. I decide to build another castle. So out the villagers come. I want to target the dock again just to make sure we can't get contested on the river. And now we've got another forward castle. I use my bombards to start attacking their town center. And they have another trebuchet that needs to be taken down. Now I'm trying to destroy all their military buildings with bombards so they can't keep spamming units at me. The bombards would probably be an even more effective counter against the trebuchets than the light cavalry, honestly. There's one other town center down, there's another town center over here that I can see. And those trebuchets managed to take down my castle just because I wasn't paying enough attention. I should have sent those bombards to deal with the trebuchets and the castle behind them, but now I decide to build a castle right in the middle of their base. We do get those trebuchets down. And now we're moving on to find their next town center. We follow the villagers, because they're going to lead us to other villagers. And they start building a town center down there, so I want to send my bombards to destroy that. Now it's the classic whack-a-mole of chasing villagers down until they resign. The enemy has some new trebuchets up, unfortunately. So I send my light cavalry to go deal with them. And they have several castles. But I still have my bombards down here dealing with town centers as they pop up. I'm losing a lot of arbalists to castle fire. So now I have my bombards in position. One of them's getting battering rammed to death. But now I have my bombards in position to destroy castles in the back there. And I'm using the bomb. Another one got rammed. Trying to use my bombards to attack the ram. I get some light cavalry over there, and the bombards take it down nearly. I lose another bombard. But now they're safe. Now they're destroying castles. So we'll have no more trebuchets. Silly Inca. Now I still have too much food and too much wood. I'm still training hussars from 4 stables. Just trying to get them to the front to hunt down villagers. Bombards destroyed another castle. Now I go for the relic monastery to prevent them from getting gold. And I build a monastery of my own to pick up those relics. I got my hussars moving down to the west to destroy their villagers. I notice now that they've got an archery range down there. So I send all my light cavalry down there. And I'm guessing they have a town center down there at this point, so I want to send all my units down there to destroy that one. And there's the town center. There goes the TC. Now we're hunting down villagers again. And we're just waiting for the AI to resign at this point. There it goes. And that's a victory. Let's have a look at the statistics. So we really swamped them in just about everything except society. Military, we killed almost 1,000. We lost half that. We raised 93 buildings, only lost one, that one castle. Our largest army was 91. We beat them on every economy. We only had a little bit more stone than them. That's probably just down to the map, and less about anything else. But we got more gold too, and we got more food and wood. They beat us to every age, but it didn't matter because they kept wasting units on our castle. We got more relics in the end. We got a higher villager count. Like I said, the hard AI tends to stop around 75 to 80 villagers, regardless of how late into the game it is, and so that's one way you can beat them. And here's our timeline. We had 3 battles down here. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you liked, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want, and hope to see you next time. Bye!